Hello, guys. You've probably seen how AI chatbots can write emails, summarize articles, or answer your questions instantly. That's cool. But what if your AI could actually do things like browse the web for you, open your files, interact with your calendar, or even automate boring tasks on your computer? For most people, that kind of power is locked away behind proprietary apps and closed platforms. But today, I want to introduce you to something that changes all of that. It's called MCP Use and is completely open source. Welcome to Atarian News Channel, where we break down complex AI and tech tools into plain, practical language. If you're not super technical, don't worry. I'll explain everything in a way that makes sense, even if you have never written a line of code. Let's start with a big idea. Modern AI models like GPT-4, Claude, or DeepSeek are powerful. But by default, they can't interact with the world around them. They can't touch your files, they can't browse your browser or control apps. They're like smart people stuck in a box. To break them out, you need something called tool access. That means giving the AI the ability to use real software tools like a calculator, a file opener, a web browser, or even custom programs you write yourself. But here's the catch: most companies only allow their own tools to talk to the AI, and usually through apps or clients that are locked down, hard to modify, or simply put, not open source. You can't really build your own workflows, and you can't always trust what's going on behind the scenes. This is where MCP comes in. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. Think of it like a universal language for tools that AIs can speak. It allows AI models to discover, access, and interact with tools running on something called an MCP server. These servers act like toolboxes the AI can reach into. They advertise what tools they have, and the AI can ask, "Hey, do you have something that lets me read a PDF?" Or, like, "Can I take a screenshot of a web page?" If the server says yes, the AI can then call that tool and get this job done. Now you might be thinking, sounds cool, but I don't have time to set up all this infrastructure. That's where MCP Use makes it all simple. It's a lightweight, open source library that connects your AI model, whichever one you choose, to any MCP server with just a few lines of code. That means you can build a custom AI assistant that works exactly the way you want it to, using only open tools without ever depending on a closed platform or a black box API. So let's imagine you want to build a little AI helper that finds the best nearby restaurants. Okay. With MCP Use, you can launch an MCP server that has access to browser tools or APIs. And you can ask your AI to search for a restaurant, pick one, and even book a table for you. All of that automatically. You don't even need to hardcode the tool. MCP Use helps the AI discover its own semantically. That means it can search for tools by what they do, not just by name. Here's the really neat part. This works with pretty much any language model that you can run through LangChain. LangChain is like the middleman that connects the model to the outside world, and MCP Use plugs right into it. You can use GPT-4, GPT-4o, Claude, and even smaller open models if you like. And it works with both Python and TypeScript. So whether you're a backend developer, a JavaScript hacker, or just a hobbyist trying things out, you're covered. Now when you first install MCP Use, just run pip install MCP Use. You get access to a few simple Python classes. There's MCP client, which connects to the servers, and MCP agent, which wraps your AI model and gives it tool using abilities. You write a short script that creates the agent, connects it to a model called GPT-4, and tells it what kind of task to do. It might look intimidating at first glance, but trust me, it's a handful of lines, and once you've done it, you'll realize it's just like teaching your AI how to use a remote control. What makes MCP Use powerful is how flexible it is. You can connect to one server or 10. You can switch them dynamically. You can filter with tools the AI is allowed to see. You can restrict it from using tools that might access the internet or from touching your local files. That's especially important if you care about security or want to test safely before giving your agent more access. And people are already using this in the real world. Some developers have built agents that read GitHub issues and generate code fixes automatically. Others have wired up browser tools so their AI can scrape data from dashboards. Teachers have used it to build AI tutors that read textbooks and help students study. And teams building products have used MCP Use to prototype intelligent agents that don't just respond, they act. Of course, with great power comes great responsibility. Giving AI access to tools means you also need to think about safety. What if a prompt tricks the AI into doing something dangerous? What if a malicious tool gets listed on a server? These are real concerns, and the AI research world is paying attention. That's why projects like MCP Safety Scanner and MCP Guardian have appeared. These tools work alongside MCP Use to audit and secure your agents. They can scan what tools are exposed, monitor what your AI is doing, and help you define limits so nothing gets rogue. So, where does this all leave us? Well, we are entering a new phase of AI, one where models don't just generate text but interact with the world. And thanks to MCP Use, that world is no longer controlled by one company or one app store. It's open, it's flexible, and it's yours to shape. If you want to try this out yourself, the full install and setup guide is linked in the description box below. Just scroll down and follow along. And if this helped you, hit the like button, subscribe to Italian News, and share it with a friend who's building something cool with AI. Thanks for watching or listening. The world of OpenAI agents is just beginning. Let's build it together. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.